Hi students, today our topic is uniform circular motion. Okay, already we discussed translatory or linear motion. Okay, translatory or linear motion is over. Translatory or linear motion is over. You know, in this translatory or linear motion, all particles of a rigid body having same linear displacement and having same linear velocity. Okay, all particles, all particles of a all particles of a rigid body having same linear displacement and same linear velocity. You know already this one. Okay. All particles of a rigid body having same linear displacement and same linear velocity. Next, in rotatory motion. In rotatory motion, different particles of a rigid body, different particles of a rigid body rotate in a circle. Okay, rotate in a circle. All particles are having one common line. All particles are having one common line axis that is called as axis of rotation. Okay, all particles are having one common center line that is called as axis of rotation. That is called as axis of rotation. So that is called as axis of rotation. Uh, in rotatory motion, all different particles of a rigid body rotate about its one of the axis, that is axis of rotation. So here in this case, all particles are having same angular displacement and angular velocity. All particles are having same angular displacement and angular velocity. Now, example of rotatory motion. Example of rotatory motion. Earth revolving around the sun. Earth revolving around the sun. Okay. And Earth revolving around the sun. Best example for that one. Okay. That is rotatory motion. And electron. Okay. Electron revolving around the nucleus. Okay. These are the examples. If in case we consider car. Okay. Car wheel. Car wheel. It is rolling motion. This one is rolling motion. What is rolling motion? It is the combination of rotatory, okay, at the same time translatory. Understood? See, it is rotated and also moves forward direction. So, rolling motion is nothing but it is the combination of rotatory and also translatory. Okay, next. Um, Cause of translatory motion is force. Cause of translatory motion is force. Okay. Like cause of rotatory motion is torque. Understood? Okay. Cause of translatory motion is force. Cause of rotatory motion is torque. Okay. So in linear, force, in rotatory, torque. Okay. It plays the key role in linear. It plays the key role in rotatory. Understood? Okay. So next definition, radius vector. when a particle is moving on the circumference of a circle, the line joining the position of the particle at any instant of time and the center of the circle is called radius vector. And the center of the circle is called radius vector. For example, here particle rotate in a circumference of a circle. Okay, it is a position of the particle. So the line joining the center of the circle and this position, it gives the radius. Okay, this one is gives the radius. It is a vector quantity. Okay, okay. Once again, when a particle is moving on the circumference of a circle, the line joining the position of the particle at any instant of time and the center of the circle is called radius vector. Okay, it is the particle. If in case here particle rotate on the circumference of a circle at any instant of time, the position of the particle is joined with one line. This line, that means this vector gives the radius. That vector gives the radius. Okay, so next, angular displacement. Okay, the angle described by the radius vector in a given time interval is called angular displacement. See here, circle, it is the center. Initial position of the particle is this one. If the particle, okay, rotate in a circular path, okay, it is the initial position of the particle at the time t is equal to 0. After certain time, this one is the position of the particle. Okay, after certain time, this one is the position of the particle at the time t. Okay, initially it is the position of the particle. After time t, it is the position of the particle. It makes an angle theta. This angle theta is nothing but angular displacement. This angle theta is nothing but here angular displacement. Okay, now units radian. Okay, units are radians. You know already 2 pi radian is equal to 360 degrees. 1 radian is equal to 360 degrees by 2 pi. This one 57.3 degrees. 1 radian is equal to 57.3 degrees. Okay, now angle general formula, angle, okay, arc length by radius. Understood? Angle theta, general formula, arc length by radius or length of the arc by radius. Okay, here radius is r, arc length p naught to p. So theta is equal to, in this case you write as p naught to p by radius is r. Understood? Okay, angle theta is equal to arc length by radius. Next, smaller angular displacements are vector quantities. Smaller angular displacements are vector quantities. Okay, smaller angular displacements are vector quantities because of these are obeys the vector laws of addition. Okay, these are obeys the vector laws of addition. Larger angular displacements are larger angular displacements are not vector because of these are not obeys the addition of vectors. These are not obeys the addition of vectors. Okay, Here angular displacement is the analogous to linear displacement in translatory motion. Okay. At the same time, direction is along the axis of rotation. Okay, is along the axis of rotation. Direction of angular displacement is along the axis of rotation. So this direction is determined by using of right hand screw rule. Okay, right hand screw rule. Okay, by using of right hand screw rule. Right hand screw rule. Okay. Now in one rotation, what is the angular displacement? 2 pi radians. Okay. In one rotation, angular displacement is equal to 2 pi radians. In in n rotations, angular displacement is equal to 2 pi n. In n rotations, theta, angular displacement is equal to, what's that one here? 2 pi n. Okay. Next, angular velocity. Next concept is angular velocity represented with omega. Okay. The rate of change of angular displacement is called as angular velocity. Okay. The rate of change of angular displacement is called angular velocity. Okay. First of all, average angular velocity. Average angular velocity. See, particle rotate in a circular path. It is the initial position. Okay, P naught. At that time, t equal to 0. Okay, its initial angular displacement is theta 1 after time here, time t1, at the time of t1. Okay, after certain time, position is p2, angular displacement is theta 2, time is t2. Understood? If the particle rotate in a circular path, initial at the time t equal to 0, okay, time t equal to 0, it is the position of the particle. After time t1, position of the particle is theta 1. Okay. So that means position of the particle is p1 and its angular displacement is theta 1. After time t2, position of the particle is p2 and angular displacement is theta 2. Okay. Average angular velocity is write as theta 2 minus theta 1 by t2 minus t1. That means delta theta by delta t. Delta theta by delta t. Instantaneous angular velocity. Instantaneous angular velocity. What is instantaneous angular velocity? So the angular velocity of a particle at certain instant of time. Okay, the angular velocity of a particle at a particular instant of time. At a particular instant of time is called as instantaneous angular velocity. Okay, in this case, here omega instantaneous is equal to time. Here time is very nearer to 0. Limit delta t tends to 0. Delta theta by delta t is equal to d theta by dt. It is the instantaneous angular velocity. This one is instantaneous angular velocity. Okay. Now, units. What are the units for angular velocity? Units. Here, angular displacement is radian. time is second. Radian per second is the angular velocity. Okay, radian per second is the angular velocity. Next, it is a pseudo vector. This one is the pseudo vector. Angular velocity is a pseudo vector. Angular velocity is a pseudo vector. It is a pseudo vector. Understood? Angular velocity is a pseudo vector. And next one, its direction is along the axis of rotation by using of right hand screw rule. Okay, by using of right hand screw rule. Okay. Next, n rotations. Okay, in the time of t. If n rotations are completed in the time of t, what is the angular velocity? 2 pi n by t. Angular velocity is equal to here 2 pi n by t. Okay. So angular velocity, another name is angular frequency. Okay. Angular velocity, another name is angular frequency. So n rotations per second. Okay. N rotations per second. Angular velocity or angular frequency is equal to 2 pi n. Okay. 2 pi n. At the same time, it will write as 2 pi by t. Here t means time period. Time period. What is time period? Time taken to complete one revolution is nothing but a time period. So, in one revolution, angular velocity is equal to omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Okay. Reciprocal of the time period is nothing but frequency. Reciprocal of the time period is nothing but here frequency. So omega is equal to 2 pi by t or omega is equal to 2 pi n. Sometimes it will write as 2 pi f. Okay. Omega is equal to 2 pi ef. Sometimes. Okay. Angular frequency. Another name of angular velocity is angular frequency. Okay. Same one application. Particle rotate in a circular path. Here, it is a particle rotated from to here. Okay. Now, this angle is beta. This angle is alpha. The R is an it is A. Understood? Particle is rotated in a circular path. So, starting point is this one. Comes to here. It makes an angle beta with R is an. It makes an angle alpha with certain point on the circumference A. Okay. Now here beta is equal to 2 alpha. According to mathematics, beta is equal to here 2 alpha. So beta by t same time. So 2 alpha by t, that means angular velocity about y is equal to angular velocity about a. Okay. Omega naught is equal to 2 into omega suffix a. Okay.